So what I found interesting in her interview is that Harris Biden didn't even reach out. So I don't know if that's true. That's just what she said on CNN, and I listened to that this morning before we started recording. But that could, I mean, maybe because I was like, why did they just invite Trump, or did Trump reach out to them to do this in order to get back into the good graces of the military? That's what I was wondering. But I don't know.
You've said a couple of things, but one, I think that this is still a story because there's blame being put on the Biden-Harris administration for why these people died, because they're saying that they're the ones who pushed the idea of removing the troops in the first place. So there's a lot of blame being thrown at them for this even happening. That's why it's still a story. It's also still a story because, like you said, they claim that they asked Kamala and Biden. People keep forgetting he even exists anymore. I keep telling you,
right?
Motherfucker's dead. But they invited both of them, and neither one of them came. Trump went, and that's why it's continuing to be a story, because Trump is pushing this idea that Kamala and Biden do not care about the troops. So it's just another, political angle. As far as there not being a picture, I mean, I didn't click a ton of articles on this, but the few that I saw, there's clearly a picture. Unless it's AI, it looks like a picture of Trump and a bunch of people in a cemetery posing. Now, I didn't
put it on his TikTok.
I didn't click a bunch of other places, so this could be a picture from somewhere else that people are saying is from Arlington. I don't know. But if this picture is real, then why are we even talking about, it may not have had, like, it's a picture, bro. Y'all are posing. He's doing this. Like, you're smiling in front of
ABC News. ABC News asked him about that, Mike. My bad. I just wanted before you got past it.
Go ahead, Spike. What did you say? ABC News did what?
They asked him about that, and he tried to say that he didn't know that it came from his campaign. And the lady was like, "Well, I mean, it's on your TikTok, bro. What do you mean it didn't come from you?"
Damn,
I saw that. And his favorite thing, I don't know anything about it, but yeah. Those are good points, Mike. I'm waiting to see what the Biden-Harris campaign, or Harris-Walz campaign, I should say, have to say. But shit, Biden could have took his ass there. Why didn't Biden go?
Because he's already in a grave, Ken.
He would have.
He already there. He there already. He was already
there. Shit.
Land peacefully.
Right. Y'all expect a lot out of this man to get up out his own grave and go to a new grave just to take a picture.
Well, yeah, because they're blaming you for it. If you care about the troops, get your ass on a plane and go there. These are the mistakes that they be making. They are fortunate that it's kind of turning against them, but at some point they may flip the fact that they weren't there on them and continue to kind of hammer along that point once they get off Trump's people making his misstep. One of the things that you guys said is really, I was with you guys, and I've been wondering this for the past week or so, is that he keeps doing this stuff, and it keeps getting reported heavily, depending on what it is. But do people even really give a damn?
Nope.
Like, the people that are really upset are veterans and maybe family members of veterans, depending on how, closely, whatever, which I totally get. It's understandable because it's a issue that's directly related to you. But how could there, outside of the military voting block, what other repercussions could come out of this voting wise? And that was what I'm thinking. I was like, okay, this is cool and all. Yeah, he broke another law, but what are y'all gonna do about it? What's gonna actually happen?
Nothing.
And it's just like, and this has been happening since he took office, before he took office.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just like this guy. That's why they call him Teflon Don.
Mhm.
Nothing happens to this man, bro.
I think the
It's
question is more so like at this point, what do y'all even want to happen? Y'all really
valid.
want Trump to go to jail over this? Like, I don't. This is stupid. I don't care. I don't know why this is. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect the military. If I wanted to do that, I could easily do that. I've done it before. That's not what I'm doing right now. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, is this really that much of an it? And before I forget, because I can already hear the typing. Just to be clear, I forgot to say that Trump's administration was the ones that were trying to create a plan to remove the troops from Afghanistan. They just didn't come up with a solid plan, and then Biden's campaign did. So I wasn't trying to say that Kamala and Biden are wrong for doing any of this. I honestly don't fucking care. But yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It's hard to care about stuff like this because just like Spike said, which he fucking hit the nail on the head, this shit happens every day. It's always some dumb little shit that Donald Trump has done. Everyone is up in arms for a week, and then the next week he does something else stupid, and everyone's up in arms for a week. It's tiring at this point.
And it doesn't affect them.
At
Or it
all.
doesn't seem to. Yeah.
At
No,
all.
but he gonna have those support regardless of what he do.
They'll make excuses for him for no matter what he does. I mean, he's literally disrespecting the military, the group that all of these fucking Americans are so patriotic about. They fought for our freedom, man. They fought for our freedom. Dude, freedom ain't free, dude. You know, and then he does this shit, and then y'all are just like, yeah, well, you know, he was
That's
taking a
him.
picture because he respects the nah, man. It's just like y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about these vets. Y'all don't care about any of this shit. Like, let's stop
No.
it, and let's just move on to something else. Cause like y'all just yeah.
All they care about is Trump. That's
it.
the only thing they care about.
That's it. This
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is amazing, bro. Like I use when I look at like ICP and like Juggalos and the way that these two, not to be super disrespectful, but the way these two terrible rappers have created this horde of people that just are just mindlessly devoted to ICP. It's the same shit with Trump. It's like he has created this horde of people, and I know Juggalos don't like Trump. I'll just say this shit too, Juggalos. I don't care if you're mad. I don't fucking send me no tweets. I don't care if you're mad. It was a joke. Chill out. But the way Trump has created this mindless group of people that are just like, no matter what he does, I'm there. No matter what he does, I'm voting for him. He could kill 4 elderly women in a drunk driving incident. I'm still there because why were those elderly women in the street anyway?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. It's impressive.
That is.
He said it himself, right? He said I could shoot somebody on 2nd Avenue or whatever it may be.
Yep, and he'll still be the president.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
He get ready, man. He getting back in office.
Oh, stop.
Are you back on that, B?
No, I'm just saying. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. That's all. Don't get your hopes up.
You know, the other thing I thought was, did you guys see the and this isn't on there.
Ken.
Yeah, Ken, you are getting remixed very bad.
I thought it was.
All right, am I better?
He's like Mitch McConnell.
No, he's back.
All right, you saw better.
All right, I probably got too many tabs open. But y'all see the comment he reshared on well, I know I'm not on True Social, but on True Social, the sexual lewd comment that somebody posted about Kamala Harris. Did y'all hear about that at all?
Lewd comment? Is that what you said?
Yeah. No, so somebody on Truth Social wrote, funny how blowjobs elevated both of these, somebody else's career. And Trump reshared that online with his followers. And that was news for a while. But it kind of started to go away. But they tried to cover it over and over again. But you know, it was interesting. I forgot his campaign's person. She was on CNN trying to defend it, and I got to give these people, bro. They're saying this. I got to give them credit, but I also hate when they do it. Is when they're asking a question. So the reporter was like, "So yeah, what do you think about or Trump's misogynistic comments about such and such?" And she was like, "Well, I haven't spoken to the president, but what I know your voters probably don't care about that, but what they do care about is, immigrants coming across the border and raping such and such and such and such. They care about the economy, blah, blah, blah." So you go through this whole spiel and continue to move around it, the goalposts about move around the actual question. But this one was interesting. He eventually took it down because people were saying that I don't even think Trump even read the post. He just shared it. Like they come up with all of these kind of weird roundabout kind of lies. And he has this thing where he what do they call it in probable what do they call it?
Plausible deniability. Is that what you're
Yeah, he does that shit all the time. And his people craft these messages about that all the time. I bring it up to say that when this story was being covered, I was wondering what you guys were talking about. Like, okay, will they even care? His voter bloc even care? And the other thing I was saying is like, what are they thinking right now when they see the story, especially if you're like a woman or whatever? Or will they be like, yeah, they probably right. She probably did get her, come up and all stuff like that. Like they make these excuses to justify his behavior. And it's this weird, interesting thing that's been going on that that has been happening since Trump has been around. And I would love to see like a psychologist or whatever do like a case study of these people and break down how they become fixated and excuse these behaviors that they normally would not excuse if it was somebody else. Yeah, so I don't know, man.
This was already a story, though. I thought we talked about this before, that they were saying that she got to where she was because she had dated some other prominent lawyer. I can't remember his name. But back in her early days as a prosecutor, or even maybe a little bit before, she had dated some guy. And they were saying that that's how she got so popular, was because she had fucked this dude. So this isn't a new story, and that's why he's sharing it. He absolutely did read it, and his followers absolutely do already believe it because they've already been saying it.
Okay. Yeah.
I also said she dated Montel
I
Williams.
missed that one.
I saw that.
What's his name? Willie Brown.
I saw that too.
What's his name? Willie Brown.
It may have been. It may have been that guy.
I remember his name being mentioned before, and tied with Kamala's name before about she dated him. He was a California. He was a Democrat, California Democrat. I don't know. I can't remember. If it was like in the Senate or one of them type of offices he was in California.
Yeah, I misread this the first time. I thought it was Montel Jordan, and I was like, "Oh shit,
this is how we do."
Kamala dated Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
This
Why
is
is
how
that
we...
not how that needs to be her fucking campaign song? That would be perfect. Matter of fact, even if she didn't date Montel Jordan, she needs to come out with that.
This is how we do it.
Come on, see that little dance she be doing? You know that little one dance that every auntie knows.
That every auntie knows. You got to get your groove on.
Hey, bro. It's Friday night and I feel all right. Party's here on the west side.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that's her move, bro. So, somebody, I don't know if you guys saw this, but somebody remixed. They took Michelle Obama's "Black Jobs" quote and made a whole remix to it with Kamala dancing over it. So this is one of those Black Jobs, and they had all her dance moves. I forgot. I remember dancing Kamala, bro.
She has more than one? I've only seen this one. That's the only move I've seen. She has more, kid?
Yeah, she has a couple more. You remember when she was marching with the band? You remember that one? They used that one.
You're right. But I think she threw this in there when she was marching too.
She probably did. Yeah, that's her favorite move. That's her favorite move. That's the one, because that one I think was prominent at the hip hop party celebration they did. She was in pink. There's the one with her with the band.
AKA, she's gonna wear some pink.
Yeah, there's a video of her doing the electric slide. They use that. She was doing the electric slide as well. I was like, okay, come on. But yeah,
Trump asking if he's black. Come on now.
Come on, man.
You don't just one day learn the electric slide, y'all. I still can't do the electric slide.
Yo,
Damn, you can't do the electric slide, Mike.
Y'all know I ain't got no rhythm. I have the rhythm of
You don't need rhythm though.
I have no rhythm.
Bro, you don't
No,
need
you just withering that. You were just getting
Right.
it when you was just doing
I can't do this good, Rod. I mean, this is even off beat.
Oh my god.